Dang it! Kanade beat me again!
I won again!
Kanade! You beat me by only 2 points. I'm gonna get you next time!
No, you won't.
I'm a junior in high school called Soda Amamiya. My dream is to become a doctor like my parents. I spent my days studying hard, but my grades were always second best to Kanade Ino's. I just couldn't beat her.
My dream is to become a pharmacist. I want to develop medicines to help people suffering from diseases. It's only natural that I have to keep getting the highest grades in my year to make my dream come true. I have to work hard every day.
Kanade Ino, as well as achieving the highest grades in our year, was intelligent and good-looking. She deserved to be the most popular girl in our grade. I was frustrated that I couldn't win at anything against a girl who had everything. I never thought that this would be the year that the situation between Kanade and me would change. As announced the other day, as part of the government's measures to cope with the declining birth rate, we will be studying the new subject, love, this year. The idea is to inspire more people to get married, and there will be a test, so you should all prepare yourselves.
I'm gonna be great at this subject. I'm super good at love. Easy peasy.
Yes, Ugaki, you're right, but only getting good grades in this subject isn't good enough.
Ugh.
Her name is Chiaki Ugaki. She was a Gyaru who prioritized dating over learning and regularly got terrible grades. The birth rate is declining due to the increased number of young people who aren't getting married. While taxes and prices continue to rise with no increase in people's wages, people don't want to have kids. How are they supposed to forget all this and think positively about having kids? Will learning about love solve that problem? How is this gonna help increase the marriage rate? All this blabbering I'm doing is useless. I can't let my mind wander. If I don't study hard, it'll affect my college entrance exam.
I won't lose to you in this new subject, Soda.
That's my line! I was so unfamiliar with love. I'd never even had a crush on a girl. We had a textbook though, so I figured it'd be easy if I just studied it. So, how aware is everyone about love? You've all been in love at least once or twice, right? We're gonna have a pop quiz. It shouldn't be too difficult, so don't worry.
I'm excited about this pop quiz. Maybe I'll get a perfect score.
What kind of questions will be on the quiz? I'm worried.
There's nothing I'm not good at. I'm gonna be a pharmacist after all.
I believed the homeroom teacher's words and took the pop quiz, expecting it to be easy. But 3 days later, you both got a 0. What? You're kidding! Did I get a 0? This is the first time this has ever happened to me!
How? The test had lots of simple questions like, what would you do in such a situation? What was wrong with my answers? Oh wow! I aced the test!
That's great, Chiaki. Just like you said you would. How is that possible? Chiaki always gets the worst grades, but she got the best this time.
If Chiaki can get the best grades in class, as long as I study hard from now on, it should be a piece of cake to do better.
If I don't do my best, I might not be able to get first place in my grade. I might not even be able to get second place. I'm gonna start studying and focusing on this new subject as of today. I always studied at the public library, because there were more books there, and it was quieter, so it was easier to concentrate. But I don't understand this at all. I've got the reference books, and I'm reading them, but it's hard for me to understand. I don't know what's going on. What's up with this girl's roundabout behavior? If you like him, why don't you just tell him? Why is she being so snippy and sarcastic with a high-handed attitude? She's picking on one of the guys too. If she likes him, why is she picking on him? I didn't understand anything, no matter what I read in the reference books. I figured that the reference book might have not been very good, so I went to look for another one. Kanade?
Soda.
Are you studying here too?
Yeah, there are so many books here, but I can't understand anything that I read in them. The psychology of the characters is too difficult to understand.
It's the same for me. I'm having trouble making any progress.
Yeah, why don't we study together? I read in a reference book that love is something to be shared between two people. If we study together, maybe we'll learn something.
Okay, you may have a point. But I don't know anything about love, so what good would come from studying with me?
It's decided. Let's make a truce and cooperate with each other this time.
I guess we're gonna have to. That was the day our study session started. Even though we were ranked first and second in our grade, we still couldn't keep up with the rest of our class. Why don't I get it? Why?
The other students seem to understand the subject content, but I can't. This is the first time it's ever happened to me. It's humiliating.
We couldn't even make it into the top 10 in the midterm exam of our first semester. I never thought I'd be saying this to you two, but if you don't get better, you'll fail the credit and get an F.
Oh no!
You both got the lowest marks. This subject is dragging you down. Your overall ranking has dropped significantly. Both of you want to go to college, and this subject will be required for your applications. Your grade in this subject will be used to judge your personality. If you get a bad grade, it'll be disadvantageous for you in the future when you're applying for a job. This new subject had become a serious hindrance to our career paths. You've gotta be kidding me. I can't be left behind in high school just because I failed love. Also, my classmates found out I'm bad at the subject, and it's embarrassing.
I think everyone's aware of it now.
Really?
Everyone knows that you're a hard worker, but you don't have the dexterity to manage both love and schoolwork. Adolescent romance can make people especially crazy. I've never been in love myself, but I've read novels about it. My cousin used to get good grades until she fell in love, and her grades dipped. But I don't want to be stopped from becoming a pharmacist because I can't fall in love.
I agree. It can't stop me from becoming a doctor. I never thought that love was so important. We can't let this subject defeat us. We need to get a high score.
But what can we do? Hey, cuties! What's wrong with your sad faces?
Me?
Me?
You can't call me cutie, can you?
We're classmates. Let's be casual with each other. Should we ask Chiaki for advice?
You're the top of our class at love, Chiaki. We can't go on studying alone anymore. We got the lowest scores on the midterm exam, but no matter how much we listened to the lessons and read the textbooks, we couldn't understand anything. We're struggling.
If things continue this way, this subject is going to drag us down to the point that we won't get into college. Can you help us study? How about you observe one of my dates? After all, love is all about practice. I'm going on a date with my boyfriend this weekend. Why don't you come along?
On the day of the date.
This way. This is my boyfriend, Shingo.
Hi, I'm Shingo Eto. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
We're gonna study you.
I didn't finish high school, so I don't understand how you can study love.
It's okay. Just be yourself. Will you come shopping with me today? I want you to help me pick out some clothes.
Shall we go then?
Yes, darling.
Hey, this is a learning experience for us. Can we ask you questions? Sure. Let's get right to it. Why are you holding hands? If one hand is occupied, it's harder to move, isn't it? It's 'cause I like her. Isn't that normal? It calms me down. Huh?
I get it. A date is to hold hands, right? After holding hands, you kiss. That's the order it happens in the novels.
In a novel? I've never thought about it so theoretically. Emotions just come out of my body. I want to touch her 'cause I like her.
If you don't understand it, why don't you try holding hands with Kanade? I told you need to practice, didn't I?
What?
It's funny that you look so disgusted.
It's not that I don't like it, just I don't know if it'll help me understand anything.
You won't know unless you try it, will you? You have to practice. Hurry up and hold hands.
We reluctantly held hands. I'm so embarrassed. Girls' hands are so small. I guess that's natural though. Biologically, boys are bigger than girls. But girls' hands are so soft and warm.
So this is what a boy's hand feels like. It's so rough. So does a boy, so his body must be different from girls. My body's getting hot. I'm so embarrassed. We've always competed with each other with our grades, so I thought we were equals. I was never really aware of how different we are.
Did you already figure something out? Yeah. I just understood that Kanade is a girl.
I thought I understood the difference in physique between boys and girls, but in reality, you don't really know until you touch them. It's a step forward. Being aware of the opposite sex is the prologue to love. Let's keep going.
We followed Chiaki and Shingo around the shopping mall, holding hands.
Shingo may look and act flirtatious, but I feel like he always puts Chiaki first. That means he's considerate, right?
So you're saying that love requires consideration?
My hands are starting to sweat. I'm a little embarrassed.
Mine are sweating too. I'm nervous and uncomfortable. I haven't reached the point where I can relax when I'm holding your hands yet. I think to be able to relax, you need to like the other person.
Like, if I fall in love with Soda, will holding his hand make me feel calm? Huh. What am I thinking? He's my rival. I'll never fall in love with him.
We went to a clothes store because we were accompanying Chiaki on her shopping trip.
What you think?
It looks good on you. You look super cute.
I think I'll buy it then.
Okay, I'll pay for it. I just got my paycheck.
No, that's your hard-earned money. You should save it.
Don't worry about it. I want to get it for you.
Boo, you spoil me so much.
It's what makes my life worth living.
If you say so, I'm happy for you, but you don't need to buy it for me.
Why do you want to pay for her clothes?
I was wondering that too. But you're smiling all the time, so I can tell that you've got a good relationship.
I guess so. They say love is all about practice. Kanade, why don't you pick out some clothes too? We might be able to understand love better if we imitate them.
Okay. What you think?
Oh, wow. She's so cute.
Soda?
Oh, sorry. I was just admiring you. Those clothes really suit you.
What's wrong with you? Don't say such weird things. I've never heard a guy say that to me before. It kinda tickled me.
I've never seen that expression on Kanade's face before. They made plans to go to the observatory to see the night sky and decided to have tea at a cafe till then. Chiaki, you have cream on your face. You're such a little kid.
Thanks, babe.
You don't have cream on your face.
Should I put some on there?
No, you don't have to go that far.
Then say,
What? Can you do that so suddenly?
There was a scene like this in a novel.
Was it a love novel?
My sister was reading it with enthusiasm, so I read it too.
I think I was probably subjected to this kind of act by my mother when I was a kid. Since then, that was the first time a girl who wasn't blood related to me tried to feed me. I was so embarrassed.
Is it nice?
Yeah. From a scientific standpoint, this act of saying doesn't change the taste of the food. If there is any change, it's because of the mental side of being fed and the illusion of deliciousness.
Are you hiding your embarrassment? You're so cute.
Huh? Where did that come from?
I just said what I was thinking.
Before leaving the cafe, the girls went to the restroom and I was left alone with Shingo. How's it going? Are you learning about love? There's something I don't understand. You pretended to go to the restroom before we went to the clothes store, but you actually bought something at the grocery store, didn't you? I saw you had it wrapped too. Was it a gift for Chiaki? Yeah, you saw me? Aren't you going to give it to her? I'm gonna give it to her later when we go to the observatory. It's a surprise, so don't tell anyone. Of course, I won't say anything. But won't it be a surprise regardless of when you give it to her? You bought it without telling her. You're right, but I'm looking forward to seeing her reaction at the observatory. I want to give it to her then. It's better to pick a nice setting to give surprises. Why would you do that? 'Cause I want the person I love to smile, of course. When I see Chiaki smile, It makes me happy. So, you're doing it for yourself at the end of the day? Maybe you're right, but I feel happy when she's happy. That's what love is all about, the two of us being happy together. Oh, is that what marriage is like? I don't know about that, but you're kinda cool. Really? Thanks. We left the cafe and went to the observatory. The sun was setting when we got there. Chiaki's eyes were sparkling at the night view, and Shingo gave her the surprise gift just like he said he would.
What's this? It's the bracelet I said was cute.
I wanted to give it to you as a nice reminder of this day. It's beautiful and sparkles just like this view of the night, doesn't it? I thought it'd look good on you.
I love you so much. I love you, Shingo.
I love you too.
They make a great couple.
How was your day?
Shingo was always thinking of Chiaki before himself. I thought he was very considerate.
Is that what love is then? To think of the other person and act accordingly to make them happy?
I think so. It's wonderful that you can think of ways to make each other happy and smile. I couldn't understand it just from the textbooks, but maybe the person you love is someone you want to put before yourself.
We've only cared about ourselves for our entire lives so far, haven't we?
Yeah, that's true. We've always been rivals and competed with each other to get better grades, but I feel like we're very similar.
We can improve ourselves through friendly competition toward our goals. It might be a good relationship.
It's not that it might be a good relationship. It is a good relationship.
We don't have to imitate that, do we? How embarrassing.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder if one day I'll kiss someone like that. Huh? You're not gonna imitate our kissing?
What?
There are some things you'll never understand unless you kiss.
Maybe it's a bad idea to imitate us too much. Your first kiss is a very special thing with a bunch of feelings attached to it. Feelings? What is this? Why does Kanade look so cute?
Soda, do you wanna kiss?
Are you sure it's okay? A few years after going to the observatory with Shingo and Chiaki.
So for those who are seriously confused about love, I think it's a good idea to try and observe a real relationship. Please don't go out and stalk people, though.
Shingo and Chiaki got married. Chiaki became an after-school tutor who helped kids struggling with getting good grades in their love classes. Shingo is working and going to high school at night with the aim of one day becoming an architect. Kanade and I gradually started getting better grades in our love class. We're now studying to become a doctor and a pharmacist, respectively. We are also lovers.
I feel at home when I hold hands with you.
I feel relaxed too. We finally have that kind of relationship, don't we? We couldn't understand these feelings when we were in high school. If love hadn't been introduced as a mandatory subject at school, Kanade and I might have never deepened our relationship. In the future, I hope that our relationship will deepen further, and we can contribute to the declining birth rate. I also hope that the world will change so that there will be no more young people who are too lazy to get married.